Coming up next, it's a UFC heavyweight division collision. All right, so here he is, one of the best boxers on this UFC roster, and if this fight was to be contested under the Marquess of Queensberry rules, it would be no contest, but we got an MMA fight here tonight.
We would be talking about a one-round fight because there are no fighters in the UFC that can compete with this guy in that one form of combat. Such a great jab, the head movement. It's never on a line. He's constantly going left to right, right to left. It's like a triangle. He's moving. You can never see a stationary target in his approach. And what I truly love about him is his ability to really dig that left body shot to try and find the liver to end fights. We don't see knockouts like that very often. This man has done this a number of times in the UFC.
The sweet science. Some people think boxing is simple. It is anything but. This fighter has certainly mastered it. Well, when you're fighting this guy, DC, you know as well as anyone, it makes for a suffocating night at the office. Here he is, Khabib Nurmagomedov, putting his status as one of the best fighters on the planet on the line yet again tonight. He
does it every time he steps foot in the octagon. And when they say it's suffocating, they talk about the strength of Khabib. Even our teammates say it does not feel like you're going with a lightweight. You feel like you're fighting a light heavyweight. And what do you expect from a guy that spent his childhood wrestling with bears? He is so strong, he's so physical, and the hard work and the intensity of which he trains with only shows when he steps foot in the octagon. One of the most skilled guys the UFC has ever seen. We always talk about the wrestling and the grappling and the sambo, but don't sleep on Khabib Nurmagomedov striking.
And we saw shades of that in the McGregor fight. Javier Mendez says at times he likes to go southpaw in training. He can't hold you down.
He can't hold me down, but it's okay. It's okay. You can't win them all, Khabib.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Yves Loving. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Madison Square Garden Arena in New York City, it's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a boxer, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 6 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 265 pounds. Fighting out of Hamilton, New Jersey, ferocious. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a grappler, holding a professional record of 29 wins, no losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of the Republic of Dagestan, Russia, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov.
Okay, guys, protect yourself at all time, obey my command at all time. If you want to touch love, do it now, go back to your corner. You ready? You ready?
All right, so here we go. This highly anticipated fight is now underway. Looks like a classic matchup of striker versus grappler. Am I simplifying things too much?
In this instance, you aren't, because this is what got these two men to the show. One guy is known for his diverse attack on the feet. The other guy is known for his ability to drag the fight to the mat and put his opponents in danger from the very start of the grappling exchanges.
Well, really using his reach advantage there with that punch, DC.
Great punch landed with so much power.
Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman.
And they separate. Oh, shoots with a double leg takedown. Looked to be a good entry, unable to finish the job. Oh, nice knee to the body, very nice.
He understands that doing the body work will pay dividends the longer the fight goes.
tie.
When you're in the clinch, you can pull down on the head and land these beautiful punches to the head.
And both fighters exchange in the pocket. And he caught the kick. We'll see what he can do with it.
Look at him working at trying to shut the liver down.
Oh, knee to the head. That never feels good. Nurmagomedov's attempt there is blocked by the opponent.
Look at him chopping the wood. Chop the wood with those leg kicks. That one snuck in. Nice strike. Nice right hand.
All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie. Good series of strikes by him there.
Great job of mixing it up, staying active, keeping busy, doing great work. Again, back into this position.
Well, you start to really worry about the wrestling, and there's that left hand from Khabib.
Underrated. I mean, it's a very underrated part of his game, his ability to stand and strike with anybody in the UFC.
Nice knee to the body by Nurmagomedov. Got the single collar tie.
That's a big strike right there.
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Right on the button. Oh, he lands another hook there. He's already landed several in the round. That one might have been the cleanest of the bunch.
He turned his chin, made his chin touch his shoulder with that beautiful hook. He really got all of himself into that hook, pivoted off the right hand, big left hook lands. What a great punch. Look at how he turns his hip into that leg kick. Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this?
Oh, and he caught the kick. Wow, what a head kick. Oh, and he caught the kick. Well, Javier Mendez, Tony Johnson, all the guys at AKA, gotta like what they're seeing out of Khabib Nurmagomedov striking here early, GC.
Clinch.
And now he engages in a Muay Thai clinch. And
oh, man, look at that. There you go. There you go.
Crazy accuracy and efficiency with these ground and pound strikes here. And if you're the opponent, you've got to intelligently defend or the referee's going to stop it.
You got to defend. But you can see him now starting to gain posture, and the intensity at which he's throwing these ground strikes is starting to improve. It's starting to elevate because he knows that he can get the finish.
Oh, we're getting a finish here. And this might just be a matter of time. The sheer will is really remarkable to watch.
Oh, this is where you don't want to be, though.
Oh, that'll work. The grounded pound strike is good. Back mount now. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. The horn sounds for the end of round one.
Settle down. Listen, you're landing way too many body shots, all right? Way too many. You're way too good for that. All right, you gotta protect your body.
All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
Round two is upon us. Your thoughts on round one, Chad?
Round one was a very close round. Both guys had their moments, but nobody has really went out ahead in the race as we go into the second round.
Well, DC, if you're a young striker, I would think watching this guy would give you a lot of tricks of the trade. Just beautiful to watch him work for those hooks.
You watch him as a young fighter. You watch the little details to his striking, how he slips off the center line, and he returns with that beautiful hook. Over and over, he is finding that shot. He has a commitment to kicking tonight, and it shows.
Oh, elbow to the head right out of the clinch. Good work there by Nurmagomedov.
I mean, he's cutting down the side with these beautiful leg kicks.
All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie.
Punch over the top.
Well, he's been pretty accurate tonight. He's landed some significant strikes, but his corner's looking for him to mix it up a little bit more and just throw more volume.
Because they don't see too much of a threat. This guy has to have confidence in knowing that when he extends his combinations, he's still safe, but he's also going to be able to land. He's got to be finding that confidence in his mind that all the reps in the training room are going to pay off. Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
That's a pretty good right hand there by your teammate, Khabib Nurmagomedov, DC.
You're so worried about the wrestling that when the hands come, you're not expecting it. Khabib lands early and he lands often.
Nice defense on the single leg takedown. You can tell he's worked on that. All right, he engages in a single collar tie here. Well, you see him land the jab there. He's got the reach advantage. You might as well use it. Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting his head, raising the guard, and really frustrating the offensive fighter a little bit.
Lesson 1 in boxing class, hands up, chin down.
So a much different approach for him here in this second round. He was a little bit tentative in round 1, a little bit of a feeling out process. Now he has clearly found his rhythm, found the range. We'll see if he can continue with more activity here in round 2.
Big kick lands.
Big power shot there. And follows up with another one.
Beautiful punch.
Oh, collar tie.
Ooh, head kick lands, he's hurt.
Trying to establish that jab once again. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on.
Nice kick.
Great kicks there. And he caught the kick.
He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks.
Nurmagomedov gets in the clinch.
Real quick leg kick.
And they separate. Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. Well, the body work's starting to take its toll. Look at the redness starting to appear on his left side.
Can't take many of those, you better check.
A little single collar tie there. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Try to establish that jab.
Nice leg kick lands.
And he lands a punch there. Pretty good connection by him.
Great connection. He's in a great flow right now.
Single collar tie now. Nice kick there by Nurmagomedov. And both guys really throwing with authority. Battling for hooks. Got clipped with the right hand. 30 seconds now to go in the round.
You gotta check these low leg kicks.
Oh, continuing to work the body to great effect.
Beautiful body kick. Oh, big punch land.
And they separate. Going to the body there with the right kick. Oh, he got everything behind that kick. What a round. All right, now we check out some of the action from that previous round, DC. How about the display of striking?
Just high level. I mean, you would think that we're watching a K1 level kickboxing match opposed to being in the UFC. Both displayed great technical skills, unbelievable striking.
There. Let's shake it off. We need to do exactly what we did in the gym. I want you to keep your hands up, keep moving.
All right, here we go with the start of another round. Pretty good previous 2 rounds, I thought.
Yeah, it's been a very competitive fight. Both guys have had their moments, especially in these last 2 rounds. We expect the Slider to get ahead, but they've both been so evenly matched. We're still right where we started.
Oh, defense into offense there as he blocks the strike and counters with a perfect jab. Nurmagomedov gets the tie clinch here.
Look at the turnover in that kick.
Oh, single collar tie here. And now he's got that tie clinch. We'll see what he can do with it. Takedown defense holds up. Oh, and he lands yet another strike to the body. Pinpoint placement right underneath the elbow.
Nice leg kick. Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range. Sneaky head kick.
Lands flush with that right hand. Oh, nice job to land the straight punch there. Must be nice to have that kind of reach advantage, DC. I know you can't necessarily relate.
Look at him drive his shin into the opponent's body with that body kick.
Oh, an obvious limp there. His leg hurting for certain. All right, single collar tie now.
He lands a big knee to the body.
Ooh, blocks the shot. All right, he engages in the single collar tie. Well-placed kick there by Nurmagomedov. And he landed the right hand there. Nurmagomedov gets absolutely melted by that head kick.
Nice punch lands over the top.
All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie. Ooh, big knee.
Oh, nice high kick.
Big knee.
Big punch from the clinch.
Oh, and he hip tosses him to the mat. Now we'll see what he can do from here, DC.
Right into side control. He's gonna try to control him, then find a submission.
All right, looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC.
He's gonna try to fall off to the side and pull his opponent up on top of him. He is doing a really good job of relaxing, not panicking because he's getting choked. He takes his opponent to his side to try to get the finish.
Looks like his opponent's trying to turn into the choke here, but there's a lot of pressure.
Notice he just took the body triangle, readjusted a lot, and now it looks like he's got it.
Full guard now, DC.
For the top fighter, you got to be very careful because most submissions come from the full guard. So advance to half. Try to build posture. But if you're the bottom person, the moment your opponent tries to move to the next position, build a shield. Kick off the hips and get back to your feet.
Well, he is really starting to apply a lot of pressure here down the stretch. Not as much offense earlier in the fight. He is making up for lost time now.
What a punch. Way to hide that leg kick. Big punch to the body.
Back and forth we go here. Oh, left hook to the head, it's blocked. Man, the body work really starting to take its toll here. Obvious redness on that right side. Oh, that's a beautiful strike there by Khabib. Don't call him a one-trick pony.
Don't call him a one-trick pony, John, because he isn't. He is a guy that is able to mix everything up inside the octagon.
And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Got the single collar tie. And here he is back in familiar territory in the clinch. Some fighters don't check a lot of leg kicks. That one was checked. Well, he continues to find the openings tonight. Beautiful connection with a punch there.
Accuracy at its best. He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Oh! Oh, he might be out.
Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Big elbow. 15 seconds. Oh, big left.
Big leg kick lands.
All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie.
Good stick.
All right, let's take a look back at some of the replays from that last round.
Unbelievable to see these high-level competitors get in each other's face, tuck their chin, bite down on the mouth guard, and just let it all hang out over the course of 5 minutes.
All right, here we go with our next round, and really shades of the Diaz brothers in that previous round. A lot of volume, a lot of accuracy, just a lot of efficiency on the field.
Very, very efficient. Good round in the sense that he did not throw everything with absolute power, but he was touching the entire time. Then every now and again, he would set down on a strike that was really damaging his opponent.
Strong defense there to block the shot. Nice instincts. Well, he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight. He continues to connect on a high volume of strikes here. Oh, nice punch there by Nurmagomedov.
Oh, nice elbow.
Oh, huge right hand.
Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
Nurmagomedov goes for the clinch here. Looks like he's trying to recover. He was stunned a little bit earlier. Let's see if he can get a respite here. Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. All right, he engages in a single collar tie here.
Nice kick.
Nurmagomedov gets caught by that straight hand. Would you look at the size of that bruise on his body? His opponent will likely continue to attack. Oh, lands another punch there. Not a mean guy. He's just doing the smart thing.
Oh, he has to be attacking that cut, John. I mean, if he's not, then he's doing his opponent a favor. Attack that cut. Make him pay for it.
All right, so another good series of knees by him there, DC. That has been his weapon of choice tonight.
Weapon of choice because his opponent has not figured out where the knees are coming. High or low, every time he throws them, they're landing.
Oh, combination of knees. That is not what he is looking for. He better raise that guard and quickly.
You better raise that guard or he's going to fall asleep. You cannot allow someone to knee you in the head.
That knee might have landed there. And yet another knee finds the target. Strong work there by Nurmagomedov. Oh, and now he lands the knee. I'm not sure his opponent saw that coming.
He didn't see it coming because he does such a great job of just throwing it. He doesn't have any tell when he's going to throw a knee.
That knee might have landed there. Really timing his shots nicely. Good tempo, very accurate, finding the range with relative ease.
Yeah, he's doing a great job of really overwhelming his opponent with activity.
That knee might have landed there. Another knee by Nurmagomedov. So a combination of knees here. You don't see this all the time where a fighter will throw multiple knees, but if it's not broken, they'll fix it. Oh, the master of the transition. Nice scramble. Just out of range with that left hook. Connects with a right. Visibly limping here. Oh, he is up, but man, is he hurting. A finish could come here at any time. Oh, the kickboxing chops on full display with that offering. Nicely done.
Beautiful kick landed by this man.
Oh! He's done. He's gotten hurt here. Nurmagomedov goes for the clinch here, and this is just a means by which to recover. He is stunned. Offensive fight. Nice job to block the shot there. Stuffs the takedown, no problem.
Good punch.
Nurmagomedov gets hit by that leg kick. Under 1 minute remains in round 4 of a possible fight. Some nice power there with the left hook upstairs. His leg is hurt here. You can see him limping a little bit. Nice job by the fighter here to continue to block the shots coming his way. You think he's trying to sort of fatigue his... And that's going to do it!
He got him! What a fight!
Well, it's not every day in the UFC that you see a fight ended due to a leg kick, but that one was absolutely devastating. He took away that lead leg of his opponent, who became a one-legged fighter, and then it became just a matter of time. So somewhat anticlimactic here tonight, but not for the winner, as he gets one of the bigger TKO wins of his UFC career. So a big win for him here tonight, and an even bigger statement made by virtue of the TKO. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Ian Levine called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 29 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by TKO, Ferocious.
Well, the celebration is on over there in the corner, and nothing subdued about it. They put a lot of time into this training camp and into this performance, and certainly their athlete delivered.
It was a result that they desired. They said, I don't care how this match ends, as long as I'm not standing there waiting on the judges. He got his opponent hurt, and he found the follow-up shots that allowed him to get the TKO.